So as mentioned previously before in my last video, the reason there was such a massive gap in the uploading was because I had a trip to America with my family for 2 weeks, which was 1 week of school and then 1 week over the half. Oh, okay, well that's a blooper. And 1 week over the half-term holiday. So was wouldn't say your typical holiday. We'll put it that way. So pretty much on your journey there, I think we flew from Gatwick to I don't know what the airport's fucking called in Orlando. What might be Orlando Airport? Now that I think of it, whatever it is. So pretty much, you just don't really want to buy food there. So you always got bang some WH Smiths as it goes. Get your £3 meal deal. So I'm in WH Smiths. Just pulled out my wallet. Not the biggest amount of money I've ever seen in there, put it that way. So I'm with my family on holiday, which is me, my brother, my mum, and my dad. So we're in WH Smiths. Everyone's getting their fucking meal deal. So I've just got me a chicken and sweet corn sandwich, me Ribena, pack of crisps. I don't know what crisps I had. So I'm in the queue, and I see me brother and dad like laughing. So I'm just standing there, I'm like, you fucking what? What have I done? I'm not really aware of my surroundings, as some of you may know. So I've looked to my basket, thought I ain't bought no shitty sandwich, and then I see a Durex cock ring. Now that would have been quite embarrassing to go to the lady at the checkout and say, yeah, I got me from £3 meal deal and me cock ring. Not the most adventurous. I mean, that technically would have been the most adventurous thing in my life, but thank God for the love of Christ that I caught that. So we're sitting on the plane, I'm a big boy, ladies, you know what I mean. So I'm like 6'3", 6'4". I'm definitely above average height, and like my family isn't tallest, but we do get the extra leg room because we on fleek like that. And I don't know if you guys have been on planes before. But essentially what happens is, like, there's no seats in front of you, like they're near the exit kind of doors. That I'm not good at describing planes, alright, leave me alone. So pretty much on long haul flights, which I think like 7 hours or more, we flew with Virgin, that's not supposed to be meant for anything, but pretty much what happens is the TV there, you always get like a little screen. I don't want to say TV screen, but a little tablet, if you want to call it that, like 5-inch screen just comes out. It comes out of your armrest and lays in front of you. I know it sounds a lot cooler than I'm explaining it, but you know what I mean. It's not me being sport, it's just me being shit at describing. So I'm just like watching there. It was actually kind of nice, to be fair. The seats are usually shit on planes. Like, you could sit on the fucking like grass out there, it could rain in Acme, and you'd be alright. The seats were great. I'm not good at describing, put it that way. So then we get to I'm not sure if you want to call it house. It might be a villa. It was the biggest house you'll ever see, pretty much, all on one floor. I think in the end it could sleep 8, and I know there's only 4 of us going. This does make me seem kind of bad. I promise I'm just your normal average bloke, to be honest, with big dick. But pretty much what happened is we all had our own bedroom. So to give you an idea, my mum and dad's bed, which was, I think we call a master bedroom, I could lay on it sideways and I could have slept there with room to spare. And that's like someone who's 6'4", so you can get and imagine how big the place is. Like, they have a porn jacuzzi out back. It was just retarded. I mean, the weather in Florida isn't as what people think. Like, it was still winter there. It never broke like 30 degrees, but definitely a lot better than Storm Doris, of what I've heard. So now, mostly, as you guys know, in Florida, there's like, it's pretty much known as like theme park land, if you want to call it that. I mean, obviously all the sunshine and that, but you got all your like Orlando Universal Studios, like SeaWorld, all shit like that. So pretty much I went Florida like 4 years ago when I was in year 8, if I remember. And we bought like these Rain Max thing because the weather was shit out there when we went. And it was proper pissing down at like the theme park, so we just got it because we're just that like that. And pretty much what happened is we kept them brought them this time. It's not called being cheap, right? It's called being efficient. But you wouldn't know about that. So pretty much when the water ride came around, we was like, okay, we'll put them on. Now trust me when I tell you this. I looked like I was part of the KKK, but literally had a disability of being blue, because the Rain Max were blue and they had a hood which was pointed. It was not. I don't think Gucci would have sponsored them. Not gonna lie. Probably not the most on fleek rain mat you'll ever see, but didn't get wet. Now I know some of you might say that the point of the ride is to get wet. Not me. Don't want to be messing around with that. Can't be dealing with that. And trust me when I say my feet were wet. So that's just as far as I'll go for that. So then we went to SeaWorld, I think on like, must be about a week in. And SeaWorld is like kind of mix of rides and like kind of animals. So we done all the rides and we was going around to like visit all the animals, because generally you want to get there early to get all the rides done and then visit all the animals and that. So pretty much, I think there's a ride, I don't know what it's called, it's like Arctic something, and you do a little shitty ride and you go down to meet all the penguins. Now I don't know about you, penguins are legit. Like, I see them as dangerous. They are actually dangerous. Since Madagascar, when I think Rico pulled out the knife in Madagascar 3, can't deal with them. They are genuinely dangerous. I'm scared of them. They're like the mafia in suits, if you get me. So pretty much went down there, and it was fucking cold down there because I was wearing shorts and that. It was really cold. I know there's penguins and that kind of gives it away. But pretty much what happened, I keep saying pretty much. God damn it. Right. I was just about to say it again. Let's think of. Then I feel like I've said whatever. Getting back to the story. So we're down in like pretty much like the North Pole. I didn't see no Santa there. Fucking didn't see no David Attenborough either. So we're in the North Pole. I don't know if that the name was it. But we're getting back to the story. And there's like what? Maybe 80 penguins there, all not in a row. They definitely don't come at me with all these like people saying you don't care for the penguins. It's not my job to care for them. I'm there to visit. I paid. It's what their choice to do with the money. So they're all sitting there having a little fucking swim about and standing around. I get why they crowded, because it was fucking cold, and I don't know why. Half of them stood in the corner. Now I'm not. I do know how I can feel really bad for this, but it looked like they was having a piss in a urinal, however you want to say it. They just sat in the corner, like it's like they was showing off, and they didn't want to come out to play. Like half of them running around and all that. They all just sat in the corner like they was depressed, waiting for a fucking therapist penguin to come around. So I didn't want to make this really, really long. I could have definitely done this over 2 parts, but so I kind of skipped out the less interesting parts. Hopefully this is interesting. Don't try and roast me on it. If you are still here, fantastic. But I'll skip to the flight back. So ours flight coming back to England was a night flight. So you know, you kind of want to get some sleep and all that. No, don't fuck with that. You want to fuck with that. I drank half Red Bull. I felt like I was on crack. You know, you get up there, you're on the plane, you're up there and make some noise. So the films I watched on the way back, I think I watched Nerve. That was alright, wasn't that bad. But bad mistake watching Brotherhood. So for those of you who don't know what Brotherhood is somehow, I don't really know how. It's part of like, I think they got 3 parts out now. Anotherhood, like Otherhood, Loverhood. I don't really know. I'm fucking lying white in it. We just watched like Doctor Who. I'm pretty sure it's what most white people watch. Brotherhood's like got a bit of graphic scenes in it, if you want to call it politically correct and all that. So I'm just there, and I put my screen on full bright. You know, I ain't there to save their battery of the plane. That probably would have helped, but you know. So I'm just watching the film. I've turned away, got like a drink from like my bag, and then I turn back. They're just fucking. They're fucking on my TV screen. So I'm trying to look as if like nothing's going on. And then the old guy sitting next to me, I can see him slightly looking at my screen. So I'm trying to look at him like as if you're alright, mate. You got a problem here. So made that bit of eye contact, not something I'm proud of, let me tell you that. He did look like an Uncle Chester, the child molester. So they just continue to fuck on my screen, and then guess who comes around? The fucking air hostess. So she's walked around, she's like, do you want a drink? And I'm like, no, please fuck off. Please just fuck off. I know you're looking at my screen. And this was probably like the longest sexy I've ever seen in a movie. That was like 12 fucking hours, that was. So, definitely not the most interesting point at my screen. Oh yeah, it could have been, but fucking everyone else had to be around, didn't they? So that was, I'm gonna say, pretty much it for my trip to America. There was more interesting parts. If you want me to make a part 2 to this, let me know. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.